Hey everyone, I am going to be playing some Dwarf Fortress, and hopefully you'll enjoy watching me. That's the plan anyway. It's been a long time since I actually did this, so um, this is 40.19, and this is my first game of 40.19. Honestly, it's my first game of Dwarf Fortress in probably 2 years. I don't know, maybe not that long, but it's been a while. So I looked around for a little while. This is a sparse mineral, high savagery world, and I've settled on this little area. Why? I'm not really sure. It just seems kind of neat. It's a tropical grassland, scorching temperatures, untamed wilds, has a stream, and deep metals. So um, there's no tower. The towers are on the other side of the landmass here. I don't know if I'm ready for a world with a tower anyway. It's been long enough, I'm not 100% sure I remember how to play. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start. I have sort of my own little setup I've always used, so you're probably gonna be wondering why I'm doing things this way. It's just when I used to play a lot, I played a lot in like terrifying environments. So my build is sort of geared towards that, towards digging a hole in the ground real fast and pulling it in over myself and trying to survive that way. I probably won't need to do that this time, but that's sort of where this build originated from. Some of the things I'm excited about in this version that I've been reading about, the trees, that's definitely pretty cool. What the hell is that? Prepared giant peach face lovebird heart. Fair enough. It's funny, I'm actually blanking on some of the new things. There's a whole bunch of things I was looking forward to. There's a lot of things that are supposed to be fixed that I really like. Your guys not being able to build something because they're standing on it. That was the single most frustrating thing in the world for me, and supposedly that's been fixed. There's all the new emotions. That's also pretty cool, I think. We'll see. I could just end up getting a tantrum spiral in the first couple of years and having the whole thing go to hell, but it seems like a neat idea. So let's see. I don't really ever bring thread or cloth. I only need the one quiver. You can always make buckets and splints and things like that. I have no idea what a stepladder would even be used for, but I'm sure I can make one if I need one. I want to outfit a hunter, so bring along a crossbow and a quiver and some ammo, just in case. I don't know what kind of wildlife I'm even going to have on this. I don't think I've ever been to a tropical grassland, so who knows, maybe elephants or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, I've been doing all this talking and I haven't really, normally I kind of go through this real fast, but kind of distracting myself. Okay, I want male cats. And I'm going to bring along a whole assortment of birds. I've always been a huge fan of eggs. A lot of what my playstyle revolves around is trading food. Which, you know, I've read people, talking about how it's an exploit because it's so much more valuable than people feel it should be or whatever, but It's part of the game. I mean, that's another thing. Like with danger rooms, I don't use them, but I don't really blame anyone that does. Honestly, like it's part of the game. I've actually personally met with the creators of this game, and I mentioned it to them, and they were aware of it. And as far as they're concerned, it's a usable mechanic. So the guys that make the game think that, then that's good enough for me. Um, so let's see. I feel like I'm getting way more points than I should. Oh, you know what? I should bring some wood. See, I probably won't end up needing this, but like I said, I don't want to get caught without wood. A lot of times I embark on a aquifer too, and you need wood blocks right off the bat to start blocking off the aquifer. Well, the way I do it, you can do like the double slit or whatever, but that's not the way I do it. And I have 225 points left. That is a ton. Um, you know what? I think I'm gonna up some military skills because I'm really not sure what I'm gonna run into. So probably won't be a bad thing to have somebody with decent. It used to be dodging was the best because you couldn't hit them. Like, I know that sounds obvious, but that was a couple years ago. If you were a real good dodger, you never got hit, so you're golden. Most of the time, my guys use their own picks if it's one of the starting 7 that has to fight. And I don't remember if any of these things are applicable to that. I don't think it is. I think that's technically a exotic weapon, so they have to train that up separately. But the dodger will help. I'm not even going to have any armor, so it's kind of pointless. This is just like for some emergency situation since I have all these points. I'm not sure why I have so many points. I believe Ambusher is the hunting skill. It sure has been a long time. I don't even remember. I'm going to go ahead and up this guy as an ambusher and a crossbowman. I'm investing a ton in my dwarfs. Normally I don't do this, but I have all these points, so I might as well. I don't know if they changed how many starting points you have or what, but something's up here. Okay, I've got all my picks, tons of food, tons of drink. That's really normally all I start with. I've got 85 points left. I'll bring some gypsum, I guess, just in case. That's always nice to have if you need it. There we go. Just in case there is no gypsum on the map. There, that wasted a bunch of points. I guess I'll bring an extra crossbow. Who knows? How much is a quiver? 10. Well, if I'm bringing 2 crossbows, I'll bring an extra quiver just in case. Some more plump helmets spawn, and I think we're good to go. Hopefully I'm not forgetting something. It's been a really long time, so it doesn't seem like I'm forgetting anything. So here we go, first game I've ever played on a tropical grassland. First game I've ever played in 40.19, DanceWhipped. Beware the giant jaguars. That's... Alright, here we go. You probably noticed right off the bat I chose somewhere that's completely flat. I just like building mega projects, and that's typically the easiest way to do it. What the hell? Giant brown recluse spider silk. Holy shit. Seriously? Whoa. Well, we could be in trouble right off the bat. Oh, no, never mind. Platypus, that's cool. So I guess this is like Australia then? Like Australia style? That's pretty neat. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna build a carpenter's workshop just to get that out of the way. Oh, you know what? I need dwarf therapist. Gotta have it. It's the only way I know how to do this. Alright, so, sweet. I was right. I guessed correctly. So this guy is going to be a carpenter. And then this guy can be a woodcutter. And the method behind this little bit of madness, actually, while I'm sitting here, put my animals into a pasture just so they don't wander off in a giant brown recluse spider silk webs. That's scary shit. I mean, I've dealt with giant cave spiders or whatever, but starting off the bat, that's a little intimidating. Okay, so those guys should busy themselves putting them in their pasture while he's going to go ahead and build me that. And then I'm going to go ahead and make 2 training axes, which will allow me to chop wood. So I've seen pictures of this, but I've never actually done it. I'm curious to see how much wood you get, because from the pictures I've seen, like what is that, 8 trees? And I have a feeling I'm gonna get an epic ton of wood from that. Okay, so brewer and cook, you guys aren't needed to do your specific jobs just yet. I think I'll let the guy go start hunting. That's not a bad deal. No, those 4 guys can mine. So I'm gonna just strike the earth. And what you're probably thinking is, what the hell kind of staircase is that? If you've ever watched any of my videos, then you've seen me do this 100 times, but for any people potentially watching for the first time, I do this because years ago somebody suggested this stairway as a means to eliminate lag. I don't think it actually works, but I got in the habit of it, and now I just think it's cool. In my head, it's a spiral staircase, like spiraling down into the deeps, so that's just the way I think of it. So that's why I do that. There's no like amazing reason for it or whatever. Okay, got guys chopping wood. This guy can make some beds when he's done. Should have a job for everyone. Let's see if we've got any. I'm really afraid of giant brown recluse spiders. That's intimidating. There we go, chopping a tree down. I want to see what we get out of this. Takes a while. Holy shit! That is insane. What are those? River otters. Oh, cool. Alright. Let's see where we've gotten. Do we got any stone? Oh yeah, we got some stone. What do we got? What kind of stone do we have? Conglomerate. I don't believe that's particularly valuable, and I also don't think it's magma safe, but it's stone. I'm gonna have plenty of wood. Holy crap, that is a lot of wood. I don't even know. I'm gonna need a huge store pile. For right now, I'll just put it here, but it'll obviously have to be moved down below at some point. That is nuts. I'm just curious. Yeah, I just want to go down here a little ways just so I see what I'm getting into. Okay, so my first layer, which I believe is clay, red sand. You know what, maybe I'll go down another layer. I'm going to make this my farm layer. You really don't need much space for farms. And you can always expand it. Let's see. So there's a couple industries that kind of go hand in hand. I like to have my brewer and my cook next to my farms, just so that there's not a lot of walking distance between their ingredients and the workshop. So that'll be a still and a kitchen. And then over here, who knows? I could put the butcher over here and the tanner. Oops. This is way too big of a storeroom if this is going to be a butcher. If I have that many corpses, I'm in trouble. I'll put the little tannery over here. And then some space for a couple other workshops. Farmers workshops or whatever else we happen to need. Maybe I'll make that the brewer. He has a huge storeroom that he doesn't need. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Okay. So those guys can mine that out. The thing about it is if I turn my hunter loose, holy shit. Yeah, this has been happening. I upgraded my motherboard and got a new processor and all that, so Windows thinks I've got some pirated software when really it's just the old one on the same hard drive even, but it's got a new motherboard and everything attached to it, so let's see. Definitely need some more barrels. Keep that guy busy. First thing I want to do is just get my farms going. That's always the most important, at least with the way I've always played. Get my farms and kitchen and brewery all up and running. That kind of, everything else kind of builds off that. It's nice I got a couple different soil layers. I got a sand layer, so that's promising. Kind of feel like busting up the wagon, but for right now it's fine. Wonder what you get out of an otter. Probably not a whole lot of meat. It's really weird to me that there's just brown recluse webs lying around. Looks like some of them have vanished. Wonder if that's just from things walking through them I haven't really noticed. Looks like I got a camel and a yak, so I don't have a breeding pair of anything. That kind of sucks. It's always really nice when you luck out and get a breeding pair. Oh, you know what? Wow, dude. I was wondering why it was taking so long to have that dug out. I kind of screwed up the design of this, actually. It's not going to hurt anything, but... There. Jeez, I did... a little out of practice. Yeah, there we go. I'll put it down. Oh wait, yeah, I wasn't going to put the butcher there, because... Gotta watch out for the miasma. Fresh corpses can be pretty deadly underground if you don't kind of watch it, pay attention to what's going on. So this hunter is idle. I wonder why. He doesn't have anything else to do. He should have all of his, oh, I guess he's not idle. Looks like he was. Thing is if he gets anything, oh, you know what? There we go. If he gets anything, I don't have anyone set to butcher it. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on it pretty close. Before I do that, let's go ahead. That's gonna be plenty. I don't even have anybody that's set as a farmer, actually. I guess you can be a farmer now. Hopefully I'll get some migrants soon that I can use to mine. Because my initial 7 are kind of specialized. So why isn't he hunting? I wonder if it's because he doesn't want to cross the river. That could actually be it. Maybe. I'm gonna make this over here the butchery, and the tanner will be next to him. Then we can make a still. And we'll make a kitchen. Guess we can make a farmer's workshop too, just depending on what I need. At least they'll be set. I can also just have these guys make that stuff. So they'll make that, I'll make that. Plant processing will make a farmer's workshop. They've kind of changed the layout of this a little bit. I'm gonna lose all my miners if they start brewing stuff. This is just gonna be pure plump helmets. We don't need to waste time on anything else for a while. Feed the fort and all that good stuff. Alrighty, I don't need anyone else doing that now. I'm literally just enabling it so they'll build the workshops and then we'll leave it alone. I don't know what that'll eventually be. Why do I have so many idlers? Okay, so another thing I like to do If you can, which in this case I can. Is I'm going to make a huge above ground, or well, it's not actually going to be above ground, but this will be an exposed area to the sun so I can move my animals down below ground. One of the big things I gotta pay attention to is goblins and whatnot can climb walls now. This is where the dwarves will always channel themselves onto an island and then fall through, but normally one level they don't get hurt too bad. It just leads to unhappy thoughts, but I don't really want to sit there and do layer by layer, it takes too long. So that'll be nice, I'll have a nice big exposed pasture that I can move everybody down to. You know, the other thing I need to do, since that's my kitchen, right? That's my kitchen. Not sure if I left it, I might need to make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, that should be fine. I need to have my carpenter make me up some nest boxes. I have a lot of birds, and they need somewhere to sit. Cool. Oh, look at that. Grass is already growing down there. Whoa. Oh. Huh. Oh, you know what? That's right. You can see multiple layers. I didn't notice that because I was all on one layer because everything's flat, but that's really cool actually. Yeah, that's really neat. This game's come a long way. When I used to play it a long time ago, there was only one Z level, and you just kept mining further and further to the right to get to magma and all that. You know what? I don't have a refuse fit. That seems silly. Hopefully that'll help. Still have 2 idlers. That's because I haven't told them to actually start doing what I want them to do. I don't think I'm ready to actually start brewing, and I don't need to. Well, they can be mining, so they're not my idlers. It's these guys. What are you talking about? You have a job. You're making nest boxes. This guy does not. Just go mine then. Solved. Suddenly 5 idlers. What the? Oh. Yeah, it's done. Okay. I think I might make another one. Similar size. Because why not? Then I'll have all my pastures taken care of. The only thing is I'm going to have to move this, which isn't too big of a deal because all those birds are about to be rehomed anyway. So I just put the camel and the yak over here, and then we'll move the birds over here. That's weird. There we go. Hopefully that's enough room where they don't fight. Oops. Don't think I messed that up, but I might have. There we go. Cool, there you go, fellas. That's the only thing is this is gonna have to be torn down and built over here, so it's in the way. There we go. You know, I should make that hunter the butcher just in case he does actually get something. I'm not really paying attention, so I have a couple of them, but still. He needs to be the one that's responsible for that. If he's out there hunting for shit, he needs to make sure that it doesn't go to waste. This would be really nice once it's all covered over. I could probably just use wood to do that, honestly. I'm gonna have a ton of wood. Can't believe the amount of wood you get. I mean, it's kind of nice. Wood being so scarce. Like, this said wood was scarce on this map. I can only imagine on like a forest how much wood you would have. Oh, he killed something. Looks like rotten gazelle, mangled corpse. Great. Looks like he's out there murdering stuff and then not taking it back to be butchered. Pretty lame. Is that a kitchen? Doesn't look right. I guess it is, sure enough. Must have changed what it looks like. Never have too many barrels. Well, I mean you can, but I want a lot of barrels. Oops. Move some barrels down next to the brewery. That way they won't have to go too far. He's butchering stuff. Huh. Except I don't have any food stored. Oh, that's probably... I should just make a little temporary one here. That's not good to have food go to waste. Especially when I have all the barrels. Holy crap, what are those? Rhinoceros. That is awesome. I really hope that those are tameable. Have war rhinoceros. War rhinoceri. That'd be pretty cool. There's the biggest... Oh shit, he's sleeping on the ground. I'm gonna make some big storage areas up here. And then I'll start actually building the fort down below, because I've already kind of reached that point. It's going pretty well. DanceWhipped. Got plenty of food and drink still. Plenty of meat, so my plan is this, I'll get down and start mining out that conglomerate, and then with some migrants, I'll make everybody into masons and start making a ton of blocks. And then I can cover those holes. That should actually happen pretty quickly. Did I take him off of woodcutting duty? Yes, I did. I actually need you to do that from, oh, he's a miner. Oh, you know what? You can do that too. Oh, no, you can't. I don't want it either, or I just want something they do in their spare time. I don't really have an option for that at the moment. Other than this guy. Actually, yeah, he'll work perfect. Just general wood duties. Well, I should have nest boxes now. Need 3 more. Shit. There we go. That should be enough nest boxes for all those various birds to lay eggs in. Yeah, that blue peahen was in a big hurry. My food storage is already filling up. A little temporary one, but they'll mine out then. So yeah, that'll work. That's neat when the tree falls, it scares all the wildlife. You know what else I want to do? I want to make a little causeway over here. Just a permanent one. Just so if we need to get across we can, or if the caravan spawns from over here, then they can get over here. Speaking of the caravan, I should probably make a depot. It's way too early for that, but better to just have it done before I forget about it and then they show up and I don't have a depot. Build it out of whatever you want. Oops. Cruising along. I want to see that guy go try to hunt a rhinoceros and then see how much meat you get from it. It's probably gonna be, oh, look at that. That's probably where he killed whatever he killed. Yeah, gazelle blood. I didn't even see the gazelles. That's pretty cool. Rhinoceros. I mean, oh, it sounds like there's gonna be giant jaguars. Those will make great goblin maulers. Farms chugging along. That's cool. Let's see. Really, we'll just make our food storage right here. That should last for a very long time. And it's close to the farms and the brewery and the kitchen and everything, so that'll actually be pretty useful. And then we'll do like furniture storage and all that, and then we'll be good to go. Get all this stuff down off the surface. Oh, wood guy is busy. It's a good thing rhinoceros don't like get pissed. You just charge right at that thing. Oh man. I need to make sure we're collecting the eggs or we're gonna have a chick explosion over here. That's another thing, I need to make sure we got plenty of empty barrels. They're all gonna fill up with eggs. It's not a bad thing to have a bunch of chicks anyway. That'd be pretty decent for the meat industry. Especially since I'm planning on making a lot of my money or dwarf bucks from food trades initially. Massive overkill on the storage, but hey, might as well just have it done. I imported my macros, so we're going to see here in a little bit if those work or not. I was really hoping I'd have a migrant wave by now. I could use some masons. It's kind of nice, I believe, with my first 7, mining physically increase, like, these guys are all getting buff, which is, it's good. Like, a lot of things can happen before your defenses are up, and if you've got dwarves that are decently strong with some dodging skills, you can make it through some tough times. I'm gonna move this, I'll just make this furniture storage. That solves the majority of things. I guess the other one could be wood storage. I'm gonna have a lot of wood. Actually, no, I'll have the wood storage be down by the wood workshops down below. Chugging along pretty good. I can almost just move my my livestock, which all I have one camel and one yak, but still, that's decent size already, and the grass is growing in it, so I guess I could cover it with wood, but I don't want to do that. I want to use blocks, conglomerate blocks, because eventually there's going to be a big castle right there. I don't want a big wood floor in the middle of it. It's like the rhinoceri buggered off. What are those? Maybe that's the gazelle? An ibex. This is cool, man. I've never seen any of this shit before. I mean, other than like what elves would bring you in trade. This is like all new wildlife for me. I've never played on this particular biome. Well, all my miners are done, so now it's time to test something. Okay, how do you even do this? I used to know. Load it, there we go. I want to make workshops. Play. Holy shit. Wow, that's way faster than it used to be. Boom. Done. Cool. It works. That'll give the miners plenty to work on. Still haven't seen any ore. It'll be interesting to see what kind of metal is in conglomerate. I really have no idea. Whoa, native platinum. That answers my question. I thought I only had deep metals. Wonder if this qualifies as deep. Regardless, platinum's not a bad metal to have. That'll be nice. Huh. Cool. I won't be seeing my miners for a while. Those guys are going to be real busy. I should have maybe made a well before I started that. How am I doing on drink anyway? I'm doing fine. And I'll have plenty of plump helmets stored up when I need to. make some more drinks. So sweet deal. Platinum. Don't actually think I can make like hammers and stuff out of it, but I could probably artifact one. That'd be pretty sweet. Maybe you can. We'll find out in a little while. My hunter really doesn't seem to be accomplishing much. Probably too busy hauling stuff, honestly. Just a couple ibex, dead missing one. Oh, gazelle. Sure. Why is he blue? Well, at this point, with just 7 dwarves, we're just gonna let things chug along till they, at least till I get a migrant wave or something. Everybody's busy, so that's good. Got the basics all in place. I'm not creating a ton of wealth right now, so I shouldn't have too much to worry about as far as goblins go. Although after my first trade, although you know what? I'm not making anything. I don't have anything to trade. I better start cooking. Yep, I'm gonna be down to 3 miners because I need to start cooking. Otherwise, my whole plan kind of falls apart. Let's check and make sure we're not cooking any seeds or anything. I don't think I actually want them to cook my drinks, at least not right now. Got a bunch of different kinds of eggs and a bunch of different kinds of meat and stuff that they can cook. And I suppose you can cook plump helmets for now too. Make some plump helmet roast. Doesn't look like the birds are fighting, but I could be wrong. There's a lot of question marks. They're not fighting. Gonna start cooking some fish, looks like. Making a fish pate. Who knows? Why do I have 2 idlers? I would guess, yep, he ran out of something to do. That's easy to solve. And then I guess the other one's probably the hunter just wandering around. Or the cook. Yeah, it was probably him. Oh, you know what I didn't do? A lot of times I'll get one of each kind of milk. That gives me a bunch of basically free barrels. I didn't do that. Not that it really matters, but there's one of them that wouldn't have saved me a ton of points, or cost me a bunch of points. I'm still kind of curious why I had so many points left over. That was weird. Maybe they upped it, or maybe I used to bring something that I didn't bring. Just let it chug along for a little while. Giant wrens and a Tearcell peregrine. I am a little bit afraid of like giant jaguars, although I doubt they'll be real aggressive. Man, it's a lot of land to build on. That's pretty cool. Can build something pretty massive here in a little while. Wonder why this guy doesn't do more hunting. I mean, I'd assume you could go hunt wrens. Just a bird. So this will be the main workshops down here. Put all my masons. Should probably start making some, put some beds somewhere. Look at all that. That's a lot of platinum, actually. That's pretty cool. Well, that's gonna jack up the worth of my fortress really fast. That's something I'm gonna have to keep an eye on. We could be getting sieges a lot faster than normal with all that platinum. So what is this? What is that thing? Stingray. Neat. Since I used to play, I've massively upgraded my computer, so things are definitely running quite a bit faster, which is nice. I'm gonna brew a few drinks just to make sure we don't run low. That wouldn't be good. Oh shit, you know what? I should have one more. And I do. Guys are sleeping at their workbenches. Well, for now, I can make a little dorm over here. I sleep with all the birds were making a huge racket. I wonder if that's gonna make a difference. I think it's proximity to like forges and stuff that actually matters, but I could be wrong. There you go, fellas. If you need to grab a little bit of shut-eye, you can go to sleep over there. I should have done that a while ago, honestly. Shouldn't have my guys sleeping out in the elements. That's one quick, easy way to piss off dwarves. Have them go out and sleep under the sun. So, oh, there it is, midsummer. Man, still no migrant waves, huh? It's kind of a bummer. I could really use some migrants. Also need to kind of start thinking about a well. Be easy enough to make one. I just kind of got to decide what I want, where to put it. Normally I'll try to kind of have the well be near the hospital, which will probably be on this layer, I would guess, because I'll do a dining room right there. So if that's the case, then probably bring the well in right over here. Running out of plants to brew with. Farmer needs to get to work. You know what? I mean, it'll just make it so he's not doing anything but farming, since he's my only farmer at the moment. It's too important of a thing to let. Why do they all have this farming experience? That's weird. I didn't have anyone else farming. I don't think. Anyway, farming is not the kind of thing I want to be lax with. Let's set some hotkeys actually. There we go. That way. I can get around quick. I really want to make some masons. I need some masons. I need to get started on making blocks and shit. This is pretty brutal not having even begun making blocks. Normally that's like by far my biggest industry, just making tons of them. I think my food stores are probably shooting through the roof. Yep, sure enough. Just a couple barrels of food will trade for everything I need from the caravan. But at the same time, it's a trade-off because I've dedicated 2 of my starting 7 to full-time food production and all the resources making the barrels. And I don't know. Sounds like I'm trying to justify it. I honestly feel like there's nothing wrong with it, using food as your main trade, but I mean, what's the difference? Sweet. You're gonna do something, whether it's rock crafts or totems or whatever. Like, look at all that. Are those ibex or are they gazelles? Impalas. Man, giant impalas. My hunter needs to get to work. Oh, I need a meeting room. I don't really have a candidate for it. Let's have a meet here. Good enough place as any. Let's see what we got. Sweet. 4 dudes. No kids. Much more important. Alright, so you're all masons. And you can stay a butcher. Because I could use a butcher probably. Workshops look a little different than I remember them. Not that that really makes any difference, it's just they look a little different. So I'm going to be making tons of blocks. For every block I'll make a door. And then I'm going to need one guy making tables, one guy making chairs. Seems like I'm forgetting something. I'm going to need some grates if I decide. This guy can just be my little piece. I got tables, got chairs, got doors. That's the big thing. And I guess I should make some coffins. There we go, whatever. And I'm gonna need a block store. be a lot of blocks. Actually, I just need to make some bins, then I'm golden. That's what I should be doing. So the reason I put that on twice is I want to make, for every barrel, I want to make 2 bins. It's just easier that way. And then we'll make this, I only want it to be stone. And shortly I should end up with a ton of conglomerate. And then you know what else I need? I need some wheelbarrows. We're gonna be hauling some stone now, fellas. Cool. 4 masons will get the show on the road. It's funny how they avoid the webs. I don't blame them, really. So now we're into block production. That's right where we want to be. You know, might as well just build one. And then I'll also build my mechanic shop. Just have that stuff in case I need it. All right. Guessing my cook is probably the one that's idle. Probably not a ton for him to do, honestly. Look at all those eggs, guys. We gotta clean that shit up. Oh, wow. One fell swoop. Who's idle? That's bothering me. My farmer? He should not be idle. Maybe he doesn't have seeds. Bummer. Yeah, that furniture storage is gonna fill up fast. But that's fine. The one nice thing about having these guys make a ton of blocks is they make them fast and it raises their skill pretty quick. These first initial chairs, you know, tables and chairs aren't going to be worth much. You know what, actually, I'll just make like a temporary little dining area. Actually, I could do that right now. And then when I'll destroy that stuff or throw it away or whatever, and then once they're properly skilled, I'll remake it all. I mean, conglomerate isn't going to be real valuable material regardless, but if it's got high quality, they'll still get happy thoughts from it, so. Alright. First thing I want to do is cover that. That'll be cool to have that done. I suppose if they get stuck in there, they can eventually dig themselves out. It's really nice how quickly they pick up stuff with bins. I wonder if that's been fixed, because I remember that used to It seemed like that was a total pain. I need to make some more beds if everybody's going to be sleeping at once. I wish my farmer wasn't the idler. He just must not have a whole ton to do. I must have run out of seeds, which is weird. I brought a ton with me and I shouldn't, and I'm not cooking them. Yeah. Who knows? I mean, you can't really, it's the pump helmet spawn. It does not even under there, actually, now I'm thinking about it, so maybe I just brewed a bunch. I brewed all their seeds. But I can buy some from the caravan. Keep that going. That shouldn't be too bad. I've got plenty of food. In fact, screw this. That's enough. That is enough. We don't need that much. And overdid it. You can go back to mining, man. There you go, fella. That might help the farmer out a little bit too, since all this stuff isn't being grabbed. Let's see. Just give them some open tables to go eat at, just so they have a place to do it if they need to. You know the other thing I should do, just to have some. That's coming along nicely. Yeah, that's the one thing about having them start building is now they're not making anything. Probably should have just contained myself. Let them build for a little bit longer before I started filling that in, or roofing that over, but normally this is one of the first things I do is start building stuff with blocks, fortifications and a curtain wall and all that. So to not have done any of it yet, I'm a little antsy. Early autumn, I should be getting the caravan here pretty soon, probably another migrant wave. No one's farming my fields. Bummer. Alright, well, he can at least help haul. There's plenty of stuff to haul, so. Should be fine for drink till the caravan comes, and I'll just buy it all. So I won't worry about brewing anything for now. I'll just put some over here. Got a lot of platinum, quite a few gems. That's nice to start out with, have some gems. So Pretty cool. As long as I don't get overrun here in the next little bit, should be a pretty good start. I think I'm gonna let them make, whoa, what the hell is that thing? What the hell is that? An aardvark woman. Just wandering through. What the? Yay. It's a good thing I made the, wait, where are they? Oh, they're coming from up there. I thought they were coming from over here. I was saying it's a good thing I made that little causeway. Oh, let's see. Do I have anybody that's a half decent broker? Nope. Well, that means the farmer's gonna do it because he's not doing anything else. Actually, I think technically he falls under miner right now. Solon. Solon, you're gonna be my broker. And we'll move some finished or whatever the hell it's called. Prepared food, there we go. That's all I got. 3 of them. That's honestly probably gonna be fine. Okay. Go ahead and move that over there. And I'll just buy all their food and all the drink, because that's all I really need. It's kind of bothering me that they left those just a couple random little ramps. Would have been nice if they could have cleaned those out. Alright. Since this is going to be his first trade ever, I'm not going to get real good terms. I'm going to have to be somewhere, keep it around 30% profit probably. Yeah. 10 grand in dwarf bucks, not bad. I want them to keep bringing me steel and pig iron to make my own glass. Probably get some cloth too, just to have. See if there's actually, don't want goats. Be nice to get another a yak. Nope, no such luck. That's a cooking. I can't drink it, but screw it. I can make my own buckets, but these are cheap. Just to have some buckets. I could use some more picks, but I don't need steel picks, that's for sure. Jeez. I guess. Oh, there's a copper pick. See how I got left over. I might be able to come back, get some of this more expensive stuff, but initially I need to kind of watch what I spend, because that's all I got. Oh shit, I need to get the seeds. Dimple cup spawn, sure. I'm really looking for the plump helmet spawn. It's nice, this new trade screen. It's way bigger. makes it pleasant. I don't think they brought me any plump helmet spawn. That sucks. I should be able to kind of rebuild. Sweet pod seeds. I might have to go meat heavy for a year or so, depending on if the farmers can kind of rebuild my stocks. Bena cloth, bena leather, that's just for in case somebody gets in a mood. Leather bins are cheap anyway, might as well get a little bit extra. One of each. I guess I can get some more copper bolts. I definitely need an anvil. This is all for my cook to go nuts with, so that I got way more stuff for next year's caravan, or for the humans or elves or whoever else comes. That's what I needed right there, the plump helmets. And I can brew, whoops, the fruit. That way I'm not using my plump helmets. Oops, you know what, I could actually use some threads, so that's not the end of the world. Let's see, we still got a little bit. Get some backpacks. Doesn't hurt anything, definitely can use them. And those are expensive. Get some cheap quivers, just in case I need to outfit a military. That's probably going to be about all he's going to give me anyway. He's not a very experienced trader, so he's not going to be able to get the best rates here. Let's see, is there anything else that might be handy? Yeah, it'd probably be handy to have a few more ropes. Oh yeah, and water skins. That shouldn't freak out on me for that. I think I can probably go towards profit being about 3 grand, and that should be fine. Kind of want these steel picks. Let's try that. Boom. Cool. I'm happy with that. Maybe could have even gotten more, but screw it. I got everything I need. Plenty of food. I'm gonna use, all my barrels are gonna vanish here. Definitely gonna need some more barrels. Okay, I'm making more barrels. And more bins. That's good. Got furniture storage. I'll need some weapon storage and all that. I think that's where they stick my picks. Oops, weapons is P. We'll make ammo and armor, which is what? I forget what armor is it. R, D, derp. Cloth and leather will go down in the storerooms. Same with wood, stone. So finished goods is the only thing I don't really have that I should have. I don't think I'll need this whole thing to be finished goods. That's just like ropes and stuff, so. Let's go down here. This will be my cloth and leather. Need a lot more storage for cloth and leather than you used to now that you have to replace clothing so much. Where the hell is leather? There it is. Oh, derp. Cool. That should let me store just about everything. Oh, metal bars. I don't have metal bar storage, although it looks like they're shoving them over there. I thought I set this to stone only. Oh, there's two different stores here. That's fine for now. I'll have to remember to change it. At least I have somewhere to keep it. Nah, that's gonna get stolen. Screw that. I don't want my metal bars getting stolen. I can move that down here somewhere. These guys can be, if I need a emergency metal industry, can be right there. That's what's nice about my little setup here, is it's expandable. Like the top, this up here will be pretty much all the stones. This will be most like wood and bone. So that's pretty much what that'll fall into. I'll have like the gem, any sort of gem over here, jewelers. Oh wait, you know what? Never mind. So this is the wood, like carpenter's wood. And then you have an ashery and all that for like soaps. That's what I do right here. And down here is all the bone, horn, jewelry, gem cutting, that kind of stuff. And over here is clothes, leather working, dyeing. And then if I need to, if I don't find magma right away and I have some like emergency metal working, I can put that right there, make up some charcoal real quick at the wood burner place. Just went and ate some strawberries, it looks like. That's kind of neat. Okay, I can brew fruit at least. That'll give him a little practice. And then this guy needs to go back to making meals because I don't have any of my trade goods anymore. I used them all up. Cool. And some migrants, look at that. Now we're starting to get somewhere. So it looks like the migrants come from the south. And these guys brought some pets. You know what? I didn't check to see if those other guys brought any pets. Doesn't look like it. Nice. I got plenty. I need at least one more farmer. It'd be nice to have another mason. Or 5. Okay, I think they should mostly be here. Whoops. Yeah, looks like everyone's here. So let's see what y'all are gonna do here, fellers. You wanna be a mason? You're a mason. I'm not gonna argue with you. Beekeeper. I just kind of by default deselect everything, and I'll just assign them the way I want them to be. A lot of these guys are gonna be masons. Oh, that guy's a kid. Anybody want to be a farmer? I guess you guys can be farmers. You guys can be masons. That'd be handy actually. I'm gonna have him start making a bunch of bows, and an extra miner wouldn't hurt. You know what? I'm gonna make 2 miners. Because really my cook and brewer should not be mining. Ah. Yeah, they really shouldn't. So I only get 1 mason out of the deal. That's fine. I need more miners. I got a couple. I really needed more farmers, so that'll be fine. Okay, so I was just thinking of something I needed to do, and now I can't remember what it was. I have no idea what I was just gonna do. Bummer. Oh, you know what? One of the things, since I have 2 farmers, 2 more farmers, so I give them each their own plot. Not that it really matters, but it's more of an aesthetic thing for me. And I guess those farmers, they can also be plant gatherers, since it doesn't seem like I'm getting a whole lot out of this. Having a bunch of farmers, since I don't have much spawn. The other thing is I can make some above ground farms now in my little areas over there. Once it's exposed to sunlight, it's basically always exposed to sunlight as far as the game's concerned, so even though I'm walling this off, it's gonna act like it's still getting plenty of sun as far as crops go. I don't know what I got left here. Oh, look at that, he caught something. He's hunting. Wonder what he got. Let's follow this and make sure everything goes well. I should have a couple of different butchers, right? Well, he's a butcher, and then this mason is a butcher. We don't need another mechanic. Give these guys just in case. So I don't want meat to go to waste. I just don't like the idea of it. Someone go butcher that shit. You know, the liaison never talked to me. There you go. Oh, did it rot already? Man, I don't like that. Oh well, at least he's getting. Oh, I know what I was gonna do. I had a boyer. I was gonna have him start making stuff. Right? Didn't I? Yeah. That's a handy skill. No moods yet. First year's pretty close to over. Doesn't look like I'll have a first year artifact. Not that they're typically very valuable anyway. That guy really shouldn't have anything else to do. It's not a miner anymore. Sure, we'll get to it. Hey, there we go. Now we're starting to plant some stuff. That's nice. Little mini dining room. At least they're... What the hell? Why isn't this guy... Must be too busy moving shit. It's good when they go and eat plump helmets like that guy just did, because then he leaves seeds behind. And that's what we were short on, was seeds. Might be time to move the livestock in. I wonder if I can finish this now. Nope. Bummer. Close though. Oh, you know what? Got a guy making tables, a guy making doors, chairs. That's good for now. I know it does nothing to have two sets of blocks when I don't have any other thing, but it's just in the future when I decide to make stuff. Probably should have coffers and cabinets start being made, but I'd rather they're a little bit better quality because those will be going in bedrooms. I mean, I have a ton of drink, yeah. I'm sitting pretty. I'm at 20k wealth. That's really not very much, but it's getting to where I might have to start worrying about goblins here. After I close off my pastures, I'll put a curtain wall up at least. Maybe put some outer towers. That won't take long. I should be able to get that done before the goblins come. It's still only the first year, so I shouldn't be too under the gun for that kind of stuff. Got some mechanisms all made up. That's nice. A few extra barrels, not many. Boom. One down. Might as well just move them down there. Everything that grazes. I have a really random assortment. Although that baby llama and the female llama will eventually breed, I think, so everything else can be slaughtered. Sweet. She's killing a lot of something. Cavi sows. He's just destroying them, but they're never getting butchered. At least I haven't seen any giant brown recluses. Looks like my new miners are quickly learning. This is what I like to see. A whole bunch of masons banging away. Some miners. That guy's just random. He's like drunk, going in circles down there. Everybody else is up like at least somewhat methodically mining out a room. He's like how I am in Minecraft. I'm just gonna go this way and then this way. Pretty good start. I'm pretty happy with this so far. That's a lot of eggs. Somebody needs to go collect all those eggs. Holy crap. There's probably a cool way with like mine carts to get these blocks up here. It's not that many levels. It's actually pretty short, but maybe I'll do something. Oh, you know what I need to do? As soon as this is mined out, I need to get a well going. That's something you really shouldn't put off like I've been putting it off. Won't be too much longer with 5 miners. I'll get through that pretty quick. I'll just run a well in over here, put some grates in before I do. That should be fine. What's that guy? Those are probably the gazelles. Yep, sure enough. Got ibex, impala, gazelles. I believe they're all ungulates. I could be wrong. But I think that's what those are. They fall under. All those webs have pretty much disappeared. Must just be from people walking through them. They're not getting remade, so my initial fear of giant brown recluses roaming the land is allayed somewhat. Wealth is rapidly increasing. Well, I mean 31,000 isn't hardly anything, but it's going up pretty fast. For this early, I definitely need to get some defenses up. Even if it's just a curtain wall with like a fortification. I mean, that's way more than you need to handle most sieges anyway. Let all the masons go back to making blocks hardcore for a little bit. I'll finish that lower one. He never, the liaison never said anything to me. Oh, there he is. Let him catch you, you jerk. There you go. The world is the same as ever. Okay, fair enough, fella. What do I want? I'll tell you what I want. I want steel bars. I want pig iron bars. And just regular iron. I also want seeds. And after that, I'll take some more food and drink. Should have him bring me gypsum plaster, just so I have it. That's good. What do you want? That was weird. That was a screen I wasn't. Okay, that's the screen I thought I was on. 200% for rings? I'm not gonna really have any of that shit. Might be able to find you some large gems. We'll see. You might just have to take my plump helmet roast and be satisfied. Is there any trees left? Yeah, there's a ton of trees. No shortage of trees. I haven't noticed if any new ones are growing yet. I'm not sure what the... Actually, are these tree saplings? What is this? Dude, if all of those are turned into trees... Well, I'm not worried about trees then. More than enough freaking trees. I suppose, I'm not sure if the elves still give you shit for... They didn't in the last one, last time I played. But if they do now, I don't want to hear it because there's about 1,000 trees growing on my screen right now and I cut down like 15. Although I will need to make some rock pots if I'm going to try to trade them my roasts, or I could just individually trade the food. That takes a little longer, but that's not a huge deal. I think my miner is supposed to be getting close to finishing up. And oh yeah. It's quite a bit of platinum. I'm pretty sure each piece of ore makes 4 bars. So, you can make some nice platinum statues and all that. Hey, by the way, yeah, there you go. You perpetually make wooden crossbows. It's not that I need them, I just want his skill to go up. I can always trade them or whatever. Give them away. I should start my next migrant wave. Oh, but you know what? I'm not sure. I wonder if this game, if it still has the fucking gigantic migrant waves problem that it used to have. Like the next one's gonna have like 30 dwarves in it. I don't know if that's the case or not. I guess we'll find out, but if so, I need to start thinking about real dorms, like actual bedrooms and stuff. Because that will be a problem. That's neat, he's actually holding a little bow. Oh shit, you know what else I can do? I can move that, I can move the wood storage down here. Oops. everybody for a little while because there's a lot of wood. But there's no good reason to have all my stuff up on the surface when I don't need to. Yeah, let's look at how your guys' skills are. Got a couple masons that are starting to get there. My carpenter's actually pretty decent. He's been making a lot of shit from day one. Those new miners are coming along. Pretty excited about this. I'm a big fan of crossbows, so that will be useful for me. Okay. What to do, what to do. I feel like I should start the dining room, hospital, but I think I should do the well before I do either of those. Yeah, I got a little design I'll do. I've used it before, it's kind of funny. Well, it's not really funny, it's just handy, I guess, is a better way to put it. I don't want to start designating stuff until they're finished, though. I don't want these storerooms like left a quarter finished, or 3/4 finished. That's just frustrating. Gather up all this wood that's laying around. I should have wood for years. I thought I said tear this shit down. Oh, meanwhile, they haven't made the new one yet. Need to remember to keep making barrels and all that shit. I also need some stone. I need to start making pots soon. The next migrant wave, I can have that done. Oh, I'm gonna use the bathroom here real quick. Hopefully I don't get ambushed. Still safe. I really need to get up a curtain wall too. Up near 40 and close to 50k wealth. I don't think there's like real cutoffs, but you start getting up there, the goblins are gonna get interested, that's for sure. You know, the biggest creator of wealth's probably my cook. That's probably where it's all coming from. It's not all these cheesy tables and doors we're making. Although I like the conglomerate red with the red clay, that's pretty cool, and the red sand. Pretty sweet. Seems the water-based wildlife has buggered off. I wonder if it's because I know my hunter was, like, they could completely kill everything, but that really shouldn't affect, like, stingrays and stuff, but he's definitely done a number on the cabby boar population. So close. Looks like the miners are more concerned with hauling wood than just finishing up. I got one guy coming down. This is going to be a stone storage, but if I allocated that, my whole fortress would be too busy hauling stone to do anything else for a long time. Kind of similar to what's happening with wood, but even worse. You're getting most of the wood cleaned up. So I'm going to leave those. I'll leave the sides for collecting sand, as well as for outdoor farms if I need to start growing any of that stuff. So I'm going to move these llamas over here. I guess I'll start a llama flock. At this point, it's my only option, really. They'll eventually breed as that little guy grows up. Hunter just loves sleeping right there. I always see him sleeping right there. I mean, look at all these trees right there. If I need to put, I mean, I could build the whole castle out of wood right here. And this is sparse, is what it said. Pretty sure it said it's sparse anyway. Definitely vastly increase the availability of wood. Just finish it. Jeez. Oh, come on. Seriously. One little block. I was reading today how they're gonna have priority mining, which would be pretty cool. I don't think it would really help in a situation like that, because that whole thing would have been the same priority, but... Okay, so what we're gonna do here is I am going to make a stairway. And then we're gonna go down here. Let's make sure I'm centered. I am centered. Oops. It would help if I was actually mining like I thought it was. And then we'll go down one. And over a little bit. And down. I could just make it go straight down. Actually, maybe I will. Okay, this is where the hospital is going to actually be. So the cistern can be right here. Doesn't need to be real big because I can refill it whenever I want. That should work. And then like the well will actually go like right here or something like that. There you go, fellers. I have plenty of blocks, I have rope, I have buckets, so I have everything I need. The other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna floor all this. I think you can do it with the roads too. But I'm just gonna make a floor. You know what, I'm gonna make it with a road. I changed my mind. It takes a lot less resources to make it with a road. This way nothing grows here. At least it used to work that way. Shouldn't have to worry about anything growing there. There. Let them do that for a little bit. I do have an architect, I think. Yeah, I do. And he actually doesn't have shit going on right now, so he can go design all those roads. Okay, guys, I need you to make me a few floodgates. That's way more than I will need, but screw it. Just have them. Some mechanisms, I've got some grates, but I can use some more. That'll do it. That should be all I need to do. So the way it used to work, not sure if it does anymore or not. How come that didn't mark that? Oh, duh. Is you needed to make it at least a couple. Make it a couple layers deep so that the water wasn't murky. So that should be fine. I might do one more. dangerous terrain. What? I'm trying to leave him a little a way up still. I should have plenty of blocks to finish this. Nice. Oh wow, those roads are going up fast. Neat. One more road, I place a couple floodgates, and I'm done. Cool. Okay, so the other thing, I don't want to make this just a big giant. Oops. Oh, this isn't what I thought. There's where I want to be. You know what? Screw it. Nice big dining hall. Then we'll make some support pillars. That's not right. Just because obviously they don't function, but that's kind of neat. And then my hospital will be right here. And the well, oh wow, that's further away than I thought it was going to be. Jeez. Yeah, I don't think I need the hospital this big. It's overkill to an extreme. really like the well to be like right there, so. Yeah, that's gonna be huge. That's gonna hold a ton of water, I guess, so that's not bad. It's gonna kind of leave this little area useless, but I wasn't sure. I don't know what I was gonna use this for anyway. Oh, you can't build a floodgate on a road? Since when? Well, that sucks. I thought you could. Shows what I know. It's a huge cistern for. That might not have been smart. I don't think they can. Yeah. I'm afraid they're gonna somehow collapse it, but I don't think they can. Alright, so got my floodgate. I'm gonna need a couple of them though. I'll need to put in a couple grates after all that's done. He's gonna walk all the way around. I think you could technically just hop up that way if you wanted to. Thing is I'm gonna have to be really careful when I'm filling this up because there's gonna be a lot of pressure coming down. Because of the way I designed this, I could easily shoot a bunch of water out into the hospital. The nice thing is this thing is so huge that it's gonna be really obvious that it's filling up, and I'll be able to turn it off. Put the lever for it right there. This looks like a big dick. Not by design, but that's just how it turned out. The cistern, the penis-shaped cistern, that's just great. Bummer. Oh man. Oh, of course, why couldn't you just finish it, you jerks? Some other poor bastard's gotta walk all the way down there. Alright. Oh, that's weird. It's throwing me off. There we go. There. How's the farms doing? Haven't checked in on that in a while. Completely barren. I think it's because the cook is just cooking everything. I should probably forbid him from cooking any more pump helmets. Oops. What am I doing? I think you're done cooking plump helmets, guy. I don't even show up, or what? Am I freaking blind? Because we don't have any to cook? Yeah, we don't have any to cook, so it doesn't even show up on there. Bummer. Well, next time I get some plump helmets, I'm gonna have to remember to forbid that from being cooked so that I have something to grow. I could always grow different stuff, but for right now, I don't really. Yeah, I could grow some cave wheat. That wouldn't be bad. Give me something to brew. I don't know what the hell. Dimple cups, I think, are just for dyeing. If you can't tell, I really like quarry bushes. Yeah, that'll give my farmer something to do. Yay, my farmers are actually doing something. I think one thing that would be smart is before I shut that or flood that cistern is to move all the ore up here. In order to do that, I'm gonna have to move a bunch of other ore up here, but that's fine. I don't want to waste it. I guess I could put some gems over here. Make a gem storage. That'll kind of clear it out a little bit. I'm actually using up a lot of the rock. Oops. That was not the intended shape of that thing. Boom. We will have a well soon. Spring has arrived on the calendar. Well, with that in mind, I think I'm going to go ahead and stop this right now. First year down. Thanks for watching. I'll probably post on Reddit or whatever if anybody wants a dwarf named after them. Let me know. Put it on YouTube or however you want to do it. And yeah, again, thanks.